Welcome to therave.com. My name is Donnie. I'm here with Noodles of the Offspring. Thank you for taking the time to do this.
Sure, man. My pleasure. It's good to be here.
This is actually your first time here in the new millennia since 1999. How does it feel to be back at the rave?
Wow, it's been that long.
Yeah,
huh?
we were surprised when we were looking up the dates.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's good, man. It feels really good to be here.
Right on. This is the Days Go By tour, supporting the album on this. This is your newest CD that came out this year. Any new music influences, any new bands that you're listening to that might have influenced the new record or anything like that?
Oh, man. I'm sure there are. You know, we're listening to stuff all the time. My new influences have changed since it changed over the 2 years we were making it, and since. So we're always, checking out new stuff and excited. I think we always go back to, what we loved as kids and as young adults. That's the stuff that we felt so passionate about. And
sure. And it's your formative years growing up.
Absolutely. Helped us, figure out who we wanted to be in this world and what our place was in this world. And that was mostly all the punk rock stuff.
Yeah. Well, this is your 9th studio albums. You've sold over 50 million copies worldwide. How do you keep the creative juices flowing over the years now that, it's, what is it, your second, third decade now? 9 albums?
Yeah, you just got to do it. You just got to do it and not freak out too much. You go in, we do a lot of the writing in the studio now in front of the mic. Sometimes we come in with a riff idea. Sometimes it's a drum beat. Sometimes it's a melody. Yeah. And you just kind of build on that.
Yeah. But your process always stayed the same over the years, pretty much.
Pretty much. Yeah. A little different. It used to be more, get it all demoed and then go in and then kind of record it all as a band in the studio. And it's a little different now that we're writing in front of the microphones. So we come in and do different parts and then come in and change them later, too,
Since you're the lead guitarist and Dexter does some rhythm, do you guys, primarily, how does that work for the guitars and stuff like that?
We've never really thought of it like that, lead guitarist, rhythm guitarist. We both play different parts.
Yeah.
We both play leads, we both play rhythm. There's some things he's really good at, the fast sliding up and down the neck. He can nail that better than me. The bendy stuff and more bluesy stuff is a little bit more me. We're both really locked in with the downstrokes and all that stuff, and we try to complement each other more than anything, and focus on both of our strengths.
Right on. Well, you are on the Days Go By tour right now, supporting the album and stuff like that. You said second weekend. What's the next tour after this one, since it's a smaller run?
Yeah, actually, we start our regular North American tour, I guess August 30th, really, and we're going out. We're going to do some dates with Neon Trees and Dead Sarah. Real excited about that.
Yeah.
And that's mostly all U.S. We've got a couple of things coming up. We're going to Russia for a weekend. Going to play with Korn out there. That'll be fun. Yeah, cool. It's a big festival on the Black Sea. Never been anywhere near there.
Yeah.
I hear it's really rural and nobody speaks English. So we're going to be living off caviar and beer and vodka.
Nice.
For 2 days.
Rockstar diet.
Yeah.
Do you guys, since you guys have done this for a while, you have the clout and stuff like that, do you get to decide what bands go on tour with you? Do you have an input into that? Or?
A little bit, yeah. Especially if it's a long tour. A lot of times we'll come in and we'll if it's a local show, we'll ask the promoter to put somebody local on.
Yeah.
And that way we see bands that we wouldn't, and get introduced to bands we wouldn't normally hear of,
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun, too.
Very cool.
If it's just a one-off here
So you're
and there.
still interested in hearing new bands, stuff like that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
never get sick of that, I guess, as a music aficionado.
No, and always trying to find something new or just that sounds new to my ears.
Yeah. Smash launched you guys basically into legendary status. When you guys were recording that record, did it feel different to you, or was it the same? Do you wow, these songs are just gonna? How can you tell the crowd's or the audience is gonna latch on to certain songs and stuff like that?
Yeah, we thought we had something good with Smash, but we went in and we recorded it on the cheap. We were still nowhere near a professional band.
Yeah.
It was our hobby.
I don't know if that is today, but they said that's the biggest selling independent album of all time.
Yeah, and it probably will be now that records are free on the internet.
Yeah,
it'll probably
it'll
be really hard to break that record. That's kind of, I guess that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we went in and we did that on the cheap, and we thought, wow, there's some really good stuff on here. This should do better than Ignition. I think Ignition was at about 40,000 units sold at that point, and we were thinking this is going to do twice that. We're going to do 80,000 with this, and we had no idea. Had no idea.
Right on. Do you have a favorite song to play live, or is there a favorite song that you've written that really near and dear to you, personally to you?
Yeah, a lot of the songs that are a little bit more heartfelt have a lot of meaning. We played "Gone Away" yesterday, and with everything that was going on in Colorado, had a lot of feeling for us. The kids aren't all right. I know that's our neighborhood that we're talking about in that song. So that means a lot to me. Then there's just the fun, goofy songs that are fun to play. And then some of the really just aggressive, angry songs too. You get all that out. And in one of our shows, we get to be sad, angry, pissed off, laughing all at the same time, or
I think that's what the crowd's
various
like, too.
stages.
They get all that,
I think so, too, It's one of the things that's been, a little different about our band, I think, than other bands. That we mix it up as far as emotionally. We're not just a dark band, We're not just a joke band, We have a little bit of all of it.
I think that's really does what defines you guys, too. I'm a big fan of you guys for a long time now, and
cool,
I like all the different stuff that you guys do.
Thank you.
Before we let you go, what's future plans, projects? What do you guys got working on now?
Yeah, right now, just we're going to be touring forever. We've got the next leg of the U.S. tour coming up, and that's going to be like 5 weeks. That's going to be a longer one. This is only about 16 days, I think. And then I think we're looking at South America. We're hoping to do some South America, trying to get that together, trying to get an Australian tour together, maybe some Japan or some Asia on the flip side of that. We'll definitely do more in the U.S. and then Europe again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to the crowd before we let you go?
Dude, I'm a frequent visitor to Milwaukee. But Milwaukee's certainly had its share of visitors. I'm sorry. I was going to do the whole thing.
I was waiting.
Let me see if I can keep going.
Yeah.
It certainly had its share of visitors. I mean, the French missionaries and explorers were coming here in the late 1600s to trade with the Native Americans.
Yes.
And actually, it's pronounced Miliwake, which is the Algonquin word for the good land.
Yeah, we're not worthy. Let's go to talk to you. Check us out at therave.com. News of the Offspring. We appreciate it.
Right on. Thanks, brother.
Thank you.